So this is the reason why it's very important to now to train professionally. Well, I speak in favor of what I'm doing, but it's the opposite. I began to do this kind of thing because I think I understood what was important. Because sometimes you see there are people of goodwill that sometimes they finance also the so-called Christian movies. And that frequently, not always, but frequently, again, not always, have some flaws that are, we could say, talking only to people who are already on our side. They do not go deep into a theme, they just repeat. I would say they illustrate, but they do not illuminate. They do not explore deeply a subject. They do not connect with the average viewer. This, not always, but let's say, good number of times it happens. So I think that to arrive to do good cinema and good television, it's very important to study deeply humanities. In our program, we always have been so much in favor. We try to foster to have students that came from philosophy, anthropology, theology, psychology, literature, that have a deep understanding of the human soul, and not people who are trained in technical things, so to say. And also the ability of communicate, of be able to connect, be able to connect with the viewer or with the reader. So both things are necessary to be deep and answer the big questions, but also to be able to connect with a high number of people and to wrap the ideas and convince subtle and audacious exploration of themes, as some of the films that I mentioned in the slide of good films they've been doing, Beautiful Mind, Finding Nemo, or many others. So we finish with some few words about this collaboration for Lux Vide and the program in which I'm involved. I've been lucky to be able to connect very well these two experiences of learning by doing, and we have seen that now it's around 1,000 hours or more, because for the example this year Lux is producing 8 different TV series, and some of them are very good. For example, I like a lot Anna Karenina and also War and Peace. War and Peace was 2007, Anna Karenina 2013. In last years, the company has become more international. For example, This Davis with Patrick Dempsey and Alessandro Borghi, that is an Italian, very well-known actor, has been released also on the CW in US. Medici was on Netflix, or is on Netflix in many countries in the world. Leonardo also on Amazon Prime. It depends on the countries. These have been big international productions with important actors, international actors, etc. So, but it's interesting to see, for example, this thing of Don Matteo. Don Matteo is inspired by Father Brano Chesterton, very Italianized, but it's been 13 seasons of around 24 episodes each. And you see the number of season 9 and 10, but the series is still going after 23 years of existence, and is still beloved. And people like it, and in every episode there is an explicit and specific final reflection on the fact that God is merciful, and you can ask forgiveness for what you've done. So it's the classic story of a detective, but he looks for the soul, not for the guilty as the guilty. Other TV series we can go fast. We we have now in last year we've had a very international class because we do the program completely in English. We have had also students from universities in US, from Princeton and other universities, and so we can skip to almost the end. This is a practical suggestion. Some universities insist a lot, for example in Spain, I have many friends in Spain, and some universities, also Catholic universities, insist a lot on the technology side. We have to have a shooting. No. The very important thing is the humanities, reading books, writing, rewriting, analyzing stories, and work on that. All the rest is very difficult. I end with some essential references, a couple of books on storytelling that probably some of you know very well, and some of the things that I've been saying now you can find with more detail in these two essays that you can find online in academia. The first one is also online in itself. The second one is there, Great TV and Cinema produced by Catholics. And what else? I think that in our experience in Italy shows that at least you can be very successful doing good things. If it's great TV and cinema, I don't know. Someone else will say, probably to a guide. I think, for example, Anna Karenina and War and Peace, in my opinion, are very good. And they are also in IMDb, that is the database for cinema and television. They have a very high rating, as Medici has. But I think that obviously work in cinema and television is never easy. You need years to develop skills, and when you work with big professionals, you understand their experience, how they can work, and so in time you can also probably arrive to do something that is really beautiful. I end with a funny anecdote. I've been a couple of times in Sundance Film Festival in Utah. It's in January in Park City, that is in the mountains, so it's very cold. But I was hosted by a Catholic family, and there was a woman that was of Polish origin. She escaped from Poland in the '79 with the man who became her husband, also Poland. And speaking about cinema and television, she came out with a DVD. She came with a DVD that was distributed by Ignatius Press and was. And she told me, Armando, you have to watch this. It's beautiful. It's the best thing I ever seen about the life of the Virgin Mary. And was a miniseries, a TV miniseries from Lux Vide, in which I had been working as a consultant. So I was very happy about that, and I said, Elizabeth, please let me take a photo. I send it to the producer and the screenwriter. So they see that in Park City, Utah, there is someone who has been watching and recommends as the best thing that she has ever seen this life of the Virgin Mary. So this is an anecdote that shows that things move with the lens, and the important thing is not to be, let's say, too shy and try to do things. It's not easy, it takes time. I insist on this because sometimes people are discouraged because they think, I tried and not succeed, but it's not that you do things in 1 year or 2 years. I think the span to do something meaningful and significant is at least 10 years in this professional field, but things can be done. Thank you.